Scorpio, welcome back to Shacey Tarot. For those of you returning, for those of you brand new, welcome to the channel. This reading is for anybody with a Scorpio placement. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. We're going to pull out some messages here. I'm going to get the energy that you're dealing with or will be dealing with, whether that's a love interest, a crush, an ex, somebody new coming into your life. Could be a family member, you know, could be anybody. You're all going to be different. Remember, it is a general reading, but we are here to dig, and that's what we're going to do. So we're going to pull some tarot charms as well near the end of the reading. For those of you that love the tarot charms, there they are. All right, let's get into the messages. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull the crystal tarot this time. I wanted to change things up, and I'm also going to get finance and career. So for those of you interested in finance and career, this is your overall right now that we're doing. I'm also going to get the messages from your person, you know, whoever's coming towards you in love. I'm going to get the mutual energies between you and them. Again, the finance. We're going to get the energy of what's going on overall for you, Scorpio. And I'm going to get love messages from your person as well. So don't forget to hit the like button as always. It's a fun and fantastic way to support your fellow Scorpions. I am also a Scorpio. For those of you that are brand new, welcome. For those of you returning, thank you again for your continued support. All right, so we're going to get into it here in just a second. I do want to let you know that personal readings are open at shacey.com. You can go check out everything down below when you hit the little more button. For those of you that would like to donate to a great cause for my daughters and I, opening up our new channel. We're working on getting that together, but we're a bit short on funds due to, well, unfortunate circumstances with the support we used to get, we're not getting now. So I'm having a hard time just, you know, we're doing okay, but I meant for helping my daughters to kind of further their education, etc. And I wanted them to be financially secure someday. And I thought that was a fantastic way, was to introduce them, never too early, I feel, to entrepreneurship, okay? And it's definitely, you know, us Scorpios understand more than anybody how important it is to be independent and not codependent, right? Not depending on anybody else for that roof over your head, etc., etc. Oh, Scorpio, what on earth is happening here? That's too many, but the first two that came out is the Nine of Cups and the Death energy. Anyways, the GoFundMe link is down below for my daughters and my adventure. Okay, so Scorpio. Wow. So already there's two major arcana out of 4 cards here. So major arcana, for those of you that are brand new, major arcana means major life changes. Okay, so that's in the tarot deck. So we have the Nine of Cups, we have the Death energy, we have Temperance, and the Knight of Pentacles. Something has been, you know, moving really, really slow, Scorpio. And I feel like it's a wish of yours, okay? For some of you here, you have been, you know, really, really, really patient, okay? I feel like many of you, you know, us Scorpios are not the best at having patience, but I feel like you really have had a lot of patience. And for some of you, you know, you feel like things have been moving painfully slow here, okay? And you could be dealing with an earth sign, but I also have Sagittarius, a Scorpio, of course. This could be you or another Scorpio that you're dealing with. And we also have Pisces, Cancer here. So let's go ahead and let's clarify. Why is the Nine of Cups here for us Scorpios? What do we need to know? Oh, so you're going to gain some kind of clarity about your wish, Scorpio. There's a new beginning coming here after an ending. Many of you have gone through like a temperance, like, again, practicing patience right now. You've really been growing, and you have been going through this transformation. That's going to bring in your wish as well. There is some kind of clarity coming here. What is this clarity for Scorpio? Oh, Scorpio, the Emperor. Could be an Aries or a Taurus. For some of you, there is this person coming in for you that has been exceptionally slow, okay? This person may be going through a transformation here, okay? That's what I'm getting. This is somebody who is empowered or has recently become empowered, gone through this transformation. This may be somebody that couldn't kind of keep their emotions under control before. They've learned how to do that now. What is this Emperor's intentions towards Scorpio? What do we need to know? What do we need to know about this Emperor? Okay. Oh. Scorpio, for some of you, you're coming up as this Queen of Wands. Okay, and they want to celebrate with you. They want to have a good time with you. They want to spend time with you. This person has gone through a major transformation. They've been going through a healing period. They're going to tell you all about it. I feel like they're going to, anything that, you know, was in the dark is going to come to the light with the sun energy. I also feel like this is somebody here who has been really concentrating on their financial security here. I feel this person has been or has remained optimistic about your connection here. They feel like you're very creative, you're very beautiful, they feel you're very exciting. Who's this Queen of Wands? Let's just double check something here, Scorpio. Who's this Queen of Wands for Scorpio? Okay. Don't shoot the messenger, Scorpio, but for some of you, this person has let you down. Okay, for some of you, you've waited a long, long time for this person, and it's going to become clear to you, okay, that this person has let you down. Okay, maybe this person betrayed you, or you feel betrayed by this person somehow, because it's going to come to light here that there is somebody else in their life. But for others of you, you're coming up as feeling very hot and cold towards this person because you feel like they've betrayed you, or you feel like they're going to betray you or let you down because this person has been painfully slow. This person has been your wish, but you feel, for some of you, this person has been very self-focused, almost to the selfish point. Let's clarify the Nine of Cups for Scorpio. What do we need to know about the Nine of Cups? Let me know how this resonates. Leave me comments. Thank you to Jenny Goodman if you're here. Yeah, lovers. Okay, so there's a choice to make here. Okay, and Spirit's saying we need to trust our intuition as to what choice to make. So for many of you here, either you're going to have a choice here or this person has a choice. Okay. I do feel like this Emperor, whoever you're dealing with, I don't feel this is you, Scorpio, but it could be. But I don't feel like it is. I feel like this person is trying to make a choice between you, who they feel is very creative, very exciting, a lot of fun. But I feel like they're dealing with somebody right now who's very angry, very cold, that they have ended things with. I feel like it's that person that they were with, whoever that is for them, has their sword up. They're very angry and they feel bitter and they feel like this Emperor has ended things with them to come towards you. Which explains why this Knight of Pentacles, the Emperor, I feel is the same person, has been going very slow, because whatever's happening here is affecting their financial security at the end of the day. Why is the Ten of Swords here with this Queen of Swords for Scorpio? Yeah, wow, the Hierophant in reverse. So if this person, they could be dealing with an ex or recent ex, okay? They see the truth here, or it's coming to light to this Queen of Swords, why their marriage or their commitment has ended or is ending. But it's meant to happen here with the death energy, because whatever hasn't been working, the death energy is like, you know, it's about a new start, ending's a new start. And I feel like this is leading this, it's meant to lead this Queen of Swords, this cold person in their life, into hermit mode. It's meant to because I feel like the Emperor that you're going to be dealing with, Scorpio, that's interested in you, I feel like they've already gone through a death and transformation. I feel like they're going through it. They are learning how to temper their emotions, how to boss up, if you like. But I feel like the person they're dealing with is very cold, very hard. And I feel like this is meant to push them into hermit mode, to push them into reflecting on their life and the things that they could have done better. In other words, your person's transformation is leading their ex or soon to be ex or whoever it is they're dealing with. There's somebody cold in their life. It looks like somebody that they were in a commitment with here with the Hierophant in reverse. Either that or it's an ex, somebody that they had traditional values with or just traditional relationship, whether that could even be family, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius in their life. Either way, it's to push this other person into their own transformation. It's going to push them into a period of self-reflection to see, like, where did I go wrong? What do I need to do better, etc., etc. Because I'm getting a very cold energy off this person. But I also feel like this person's very bitter. What do we need to know about the Hierophant in reverse? Okay, they're bitter because this Emperor that wants to come towards you, Scorpio, and yes, this can be vice versa, so remember, it depends who's watching or whose perspective it plays out from, right? We have the Ace of Pentacles and Two of Wands. Okay, so that's confirming the Hierophant in reverse. So this ex of theirs, or soon to be ex, is going to be very angry because this Emperor is focusing on what they want for the future. And they want a solid future. This Knight of Pentacles Emperor is very focused on having a solid start to their future. Okay, on starting over. So they're not going backwards. They're making the decision to move forwards. And I feel like this Queen of Swords is going to be, or is, really, really angry. Okay, let's go ahead and see what is going on in your person's energy. I have a feeling that this is none of your energy, which, Scorpio, you know, it really doesn't surprise me because quite often I pick up the other person's energy, right? More than I ever do our own. That just seems to be the way it usually is, which is okay. That's what we usually want to know, is the other person's energy. We usually know our own, right, Scorpio? Yeah, I mean, we are the sign of transformation after all. Let's see what's going on with Scorpio's person of interest now, or coming towards Scorpio in the near future. So there will be a part 2 for those of you that are brand new. I'm going to be pulling the more tarot charms if I get a chance. I'm going to pull the fun tarot of SCX, get the fun intimate messages, what your person's thinking about you intimately, Scorpio. I'm also going to pull the after tarot and find out what the possible outcome is. But not only that, I'm going to pull the pendulum again. You all seem to enjoy that. So we're going to go ahead and do that again, and we're going to ask those burning questions of what's going on. First message that came out, Scorpio, is the High Priestess. The High Priestess is a keeper of secrets. That's also about trusting your intuition, okay? Let's see what's going on. Why is the High Priestess here for Scorpio's person? One just wanted to pop out, Scorpio, just a sec. I know, I saw you. Come out wherever you are. Where are you? For those of you waiting for, I don't know where it went, Scorpio. If it's meant to come out again, it will. For those of you waiting for personal readings, I'm trying to get them done over the next few days, but understand my daughters are off on spring break too. So it's going to be a bit of a challenge, but we will get there, okay? Two of Pentacles. Okay, so I definitely feel like somebody is trusting or going to be trusting their intuition on how to juggle things around, decisions, choices, to gain the clarity here, to have a breakthrough here. I feel like they may be going through a period of rejecting everybody. They're not satisfied with anybody they have in their energy. They have this negative influence, I feel, on your person. I feel that they're trying to, again, trust their intuition and become clear on how to balance things out in their life, because they definitely, this person, Scorpio, feels like they're not in a positive state of mind where they are presently. I feel like they're very unhappy. I feel like they're bored and fed up. I feel like they don't see anything positive. I feel like they're very stressed. I feel like your person here wants to do whatever it takes to have this breakthrough with you, and they're trying to figure it out. They're like, should I do this or should I do that? They're making plans, and financial wise they're trying to figure it out, but they're having to go slowly because whatever ending they're going through, changes here with this person in their life, is going to affect their bottom line financially. So it's something definitely that they are concerned about, rightfully so. Let's clarify the Five of Swords for Scorpio's person. What's going on with Scorpio's person? Well, you know, when you get the Sun here, not just once, but twice, Scorpio, I really feel like, you know, this is about everything coming out into the open. There's going to be clarity. This is going to lead you to success, happiness. Anything that was in the dark is going to come to light. This is very, very positive. Okay, that's about going towards your growth, you know, your prosperity, your happiness, everything you could ever want. But your person here is, you know, in a period of self-reflection. So they're beginning to realize that as they shed their former skin, as they've been going through this transformation, which you've probably helped them through, Scorpio, whether knowingly or not, is helping clear this person's mind. They're starting to see clearer now than they probably have in many years. They're also very optimistic about your connection. I have the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. So they're focused on being very clear, being very open, upfront, honest, so that they can have a solid new start. They want to start this new chapter of their life with you, I feel, on solid ground. They want to start it in a very authentic way. Okay? Interesting. Clarify the star energy for Scorpio's person of interest. Now we're coming towards Scorpio in the near future. Could be dealing with an Aquarius. Okay. So right now, I feel like your person is not seeking attention from anybody else. I feel like if they have in the past, I feel like they realize that there's nobody there worthwhile in their environment that do it for them like you do, Scorpio, is kind of what I'm seeing here, because we have the Queen of Wands here, and here the Six of Wands is in reverse. So they just feel like, you know, I feel like I'm just not challenged here anymore. This person doesn't feel challenged where they are anymore. They feel like you're a challenge. They feel like you're very creative, and they feel like you're exciting, and they feel like you can sometimes, Scorpio, blow hot and cold, which keeps them on their toes. I don't know why I'm getting that, but that's what I'm getting. Some people like it. Some people need a good swift kick in the butt, Scorpio. You're just the one to do it, right? Clarify the Six of Wands in reverse. It's true, right? Wow, the world energy. Yeah, so they've been learning a lot of lessons, Scorpio, okay? And they want success here moving forward. So they know in order to have success and in order to have somebody and something more exciting like you, Scorpio, that they must be very open and honest, that they must be their true authentic selves with the star here. And otherwise, they know that they're not going to have any success in your connection. Okay, so there is a chapter that they're closing. Oh yeah, here you go. There's the Emperor and there's the world energy. There's definitely this chapter that they're closing, okay? So this can definitely also represent, this is somebody that wants to revisit you, which makes sense because we have the Three of Cups here, which is about celebration, coming together, and them wanting to make future plans with you. So this person, you know, it's not showing any communication yet, Scorpio, but we're going to keep going. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Oh, Six of Pentacles. So this person is trying to balance their life out right now. This can also represent that there's a payout they're waiting for. Six of Pentacles can indicate that they want this equal give and take, or see an equal give and take with you, a Scorpio, as well. I definitely feel like this person is realizing as well that this stress has been eating them up, and the reason why is because they have love for you. Ace of Cups. Some of you may be seeing 111. We have the Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups. For some of you, this person sees, you know, marriage and commitment with you. This can also represent, for some of you, twin flame energy. You may be in a twin flame connection. For some of you, let's get the mutual energies. What's going on mutually between Scorpio and their person? Let me know how this resonates. So part 2 will be in the upper right-hand corner near the end of this reading. It'll say part 2, watch now. All right. And I will get into what we will clarify near the end of the reading. I still want to get the finance for us as well, and see who or what could be affecting your connection, their energy. Okay, so we are so not done, Scorpio. Let's see what's happening. What's going on for us Scorpios with our person? How are we both mutually mirroring one another when it comes to our connection, our feelings towards each other in this connection? What do we need to know? Oh, okay, let's see. Okay, so for some of you, this person, you know, they may be getting a new job or new career. They could be putting work into that. You could be as well, Scorpio. Maybe you're both focused on your pentacles, your money right now. Well, it's a good thing we're going to do a finance reading then right quick. Okay, so in the meantime, so that's what I'm getting is right now you kind of have to focus on what you can control rather than what you can't. But in the meantime, you're both feeling lonely. You're getting rather impatient. So that's why Temperance showed up, is because you're needing to temper your emotions right now. Okay, because I feel like there's distance between the two of you. You haven't got together yet. Here's what I'm seeing. Yeah, this is making you rather emotional. Okay, because you have these really strong feelings for each other, Scorpio. There's a lot of love here, or there's a chance for a lot of love here, is what I'm seeing. Yeah, you both have a lot on your plate. I'm getting that you both have too much on your plate. So, you know, which makes sense with the Two of Pentacles. We're constantly having to balance this and that in our life. And that could be so that you two can come together here. And I feel like when they close this chapter in their life, there will be that period of healing. Okay, and as they start to heal, I feel like it's going to become clearer and clearer to them of where their happiness lies. And it lies in this cup right here with you, Scorpio. They're going to become very clear about your connection. Okay, is what I'm getting. Because this person wants to balance things out with you. Okay, they see happiness, reunion, celebration, getting together, an equal give and take. This person definitely wants to balance things out with you, is what I'm getting. Okay, let's go ahead and pull the T Oracle messages. Are you ready? First message. Crown, honor, and respect will come to you. So I feel like this person sees you again, Scorpio, in a very high light here as that Queen of Wands. They feel like you're a real go-getter. They feel like, you know, you deserve honor and you deserve respect. And I feel like that's what they want with you. They want to show you, again, that balance, that equal give and take. I feel like this person wants to take charge of your connection and boss up here and be that emperor for you, is what I'm getting. This is somebody that values a strong foundation. This is somebody who is very, very disciplined. They can be very disciplined when they want something. They can also be very protective and traditional. Okay, but they're a leader type of person. Or they could be viewing you this way. Okay, again, this can go vice versa. We have Torch, spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. So there you go. They're becoming very spiritually aware. Maybe learning how to trust their intuition. Maybe they did not before. Maybe they're tapping into that now after they've gone through this transformation. You may have led them to that, Scorpio, or you led each other. Okay, next message. Frying pan, trouble, accusations. Yeah, so definitely that's what I was getting for some of you here, is that they could be dealing with somebody here who can be very cold, very nasty. This is somebody who has can have two personalities, almost like a Jekyll and Hyde. They could be in a marriage or commitment or dealing with an ex, or this marriage or commitment is coming to an end. They could be getting accused of coming towards you. Again, because we have the Ace of Pentacles, the Sun, the Lovers here. It can be that, again, with the Emperor here and the Nine of Cups, that their ex or somebody who's soon to be ex is understanding, or it's coming to light that they are going towards you, that they are making plans for the future to be with you here. But again, I feel like they're being led on a soul search as well with the Hermit here, whoever they're dealing with. I feel like there's a period of silence here. Nobody's talking. Because I feel like, you know, we're trying to all figure out where is our path. And with the Emperor here twice, I feel like, you know, maybe you're both Emperors. Maybe there's a bit of a power struggle between you and them. I don't know. But what I am seeing here is with the Emperor, that can represent you're both business owners. That you're both very powerful in manifestation. You're both very, very much leaders in your own right. Okay, so you would be on the same page. You're both go-getters here either way, with some fire energy within you. They have fire in their chart. I feel you do too, Scorpio, for most of you I'm talking to. And you're both very capable of manifestation. But I feel like the person they're dealing with is kind of like, again, I want to say a Jekyll and Hyde personality who just kind of cuts you off cold. You know, that's kind of what I'm getting. But we're going to go ahead. We'll clarify the Queen of Swords in part 2 and the Ten of Swords, because I want to go ahead and get your energy messages. Let's see what's going on, the energy of the connection with this Emperor. What's going on, the energy of the connection with this Emperor? What do us Scorpios need to know? What do us Scorpios need to know about this person's energy? Leave me comments again. Let me know how it resonates. Don't forget to hit the like button. Ooh, yes, and don't forget to check your other placements if you haven't already. astrosofa.com or Cafe Astrology. It's absolutely free to do that. I highly, highly recommend it. And don't forget to go check on the pick a pile for your soulmate to see what's going on in the energy. That was the last reading I did. For those of you who missed it, or for those of you that are brand new, go click on Shacey Tarot when you're done with this reading and go check, you know, your zodiac sign or somebody you're interested in, or the pick a pile, etc. And there's also the collective reading there. Okay, for some of you here, you feel like this person's deceiving you. You don't know whether to trust them or not. Why is deceit here for Scorpios? Okay. Scorpio, we have you here and we have deceit. So for some of you, this person feels like you might be deceiving them. Okay, but for others of you, I feel like you feel the same way. So again, Emperor, you both may be feeling the same way of, you know, I kind of just not sure if I can trust you kind of energy. I definitely am getting that the person you're dealing with, and it can be you as well, Scorpio, are both focused on your money, your stability. Can be your own business. You're focusing on that. You may have strong community ties, or they do. Third chakra. Okay, so third chakra, Scorpio, I'm going to go ahead and hold this up for you. But the third chakra is all about that pitter patter of the old solar plex. So what I want to say is this person, when they're imbalanced in the third chakra, it's because they don't have that same self-esteem. So either that has been their ex is lacking in self-esteem, so they come off as very greedy, extra critical, because they themselves feel worthless. So again, I feel like maybe this ex of theirs was meant to go also into hermit mode to focus on dealing with their own demons, if you like. They need to, you know, work on their self-esteem issues, because what's happened is that affects everybody around you when you have that negative mindset. Okay, this could be somebody that, again, always has a negative mindset. Their cup is half empty, you know, not half full. There's no satisfying this person. No matter what you do, they're never happy. That kind of person is what I'm getting. Okay, so this person is fed up, perhaps in dealing with an ex or a sister or somebody in their family or a current partner that they're leaving behind here. I feel like they're fed up with it, because the person you're dealing with is I feel like you. I feel like they could be a boss type person is kind of what I'm getting here, Scorpio. Okay, let's go ahead and get the finance. Then we're going to get into the tarot charms, so don't go anywhere, and the messages from your person. What's going on for finance and career for us Scorpios? So even though I'm focusing on April right now, Scorpio, whenever you hear these readings is when they're meant for you to hear them. If you were drawn to this video, that means there's a message for you, okay? Because you're all in your timelines at different times. Again, it's general. So personal readings are open at shacy.com. Everything you could ever want is in that. When you hit the more button, it'll drop down with the description area. And thanks for those of you who have donated to the channel already and to my daughters and my adventure. I really appreciate it. Oh, Scorpio. Okay, so for some of you, maybe considering walking away from a current position or job. You're not satisfied there. You haven't felt creative in a while in that job, or you want to go to somewhere where you feel more creative. Okay. You want to go somewhere, for some of you, where you feel more it's in line with your life's purpose, meaning some of you may get more into the spiritual and spiritual growth here. Now that you have, for who I'm talking to and who this resonates for those of you that have evolved, for those of you that have gone through a transformation yourself here. Okay, so Spirit is saying, for those of you walking away from where you're in a position where you're not happy here currently, to just take the time to review everything carefully, okay? And yeah, it is time for you to move in a direction. It's time for you to wake up and go after your wishes towards, you know, where you can have more spiritual and emotional growth. Something that makes you feel like you have more meaning in your life. Something that you desire to make a difference in. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so Spirit's telling you, don't give up. Even though you're tired, you're exhausted, you've already been through so much. Spirit's saying, protect what you have, but have courage and believe in yourself. Don't doubt yourself here. You can go towards what is meant for you here, and go towards what gives your life more meaning. Okay, yeah. Trust your intuition. You are meant to go towards what is meant for you here, that your psychic abilities may increase. Okay. And sometimes there's things hidden here that we're just not meant to know yet, but sometimes our own fears hold us back. Okay. You may feel a little overwhelmed, like things are going on all at once, but you need to make a decision here. So Spirit's saying, consider a more playful approach. Okay. If you don't walk away, if you don't take that a bit of a chance here, you will never know. Trust your intuition. Sometimes what you can do is, you know, work at one job, maybe go part-time while you're working on the other job. If you can financially handle it somehow, figure out a way to do that. Because again, I feel like more and more of you are evolving. A lot of us Scorpios have done so. I've done so. And that allows you to go towards your growth and make you feel, again, more passionate about your life, because you're going more towards, you know, what is meant for you here. Whether that's relationship-wise and job-wise here, career-wise. Yeah, okay, because some of you are very indecisive, and Spirit saying you have everything within your power to manifest what it is you really wish for, Scorpio. Just don't doubt yourselves here. Okay, don't doubt yourselves here is what I'm getting. Spirit saying you are ready. You have everything. That life can be magical, but you need to make a decision. You need to make a decision. Okay? All right, let's go ahead and get the tarot charms. All right, are you ready? Okay, so there you go. Spirit says it's time to fly. There's the dragonfly. It's time for you to fly, to spread your wings. Scorpio is what I'm getting. I feel like you're going to have this emperor here who's going to be very protective of you, like a bear. Or this is you, Scorpio. Maybe you're like a bear with a sore claw right now. Some of you could be dealing with an ex is what I'm getting here. Yeah. Some of you could be dealing with a Libra or have strong Libra in your chart. I have the name Zach, so this can be somebody you're dealing with, or this is you I'm talking to, or somebody coming into your life. I have the name Zach, the name Jim, Charles or Charlie, the name Dawn. Okay, so for some of you, family may be significant. Either family is involved here. Again, it can be a sister or somebody in the family that's been difficult. Could be an air sign again, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini I'm getting for some of you. But overall, it can be that, you know, we're having issues going on with our family here right at the moment. I'm definitely getting here for some of you, somebody's very, very musical. Could be learning some new instruments here in the near future. Oh my goodness, let's throw this one out. We've got the turtle. Some of you are dealing with somebody, again, we have the Knight of Pentacles and the turtle. So you're dealing with somebody that's really, really carefully slow. This is a planner. This is somebody that plans. Okay, we have follow your heart. So Spirit wants you to follow your heart, Scorpio, whatever that is for you. Okay, I definitely am getting that some of you, again, are spiritually developing more and more every day. Okay, and so you're going to be enlightened even more, and then you're going to have a greater awareness. And I feel like your person is too. Like I said, the Emperor is here twice. I feel like you both could be, you know, in your masculine energy, bossing up. You both could be mirroring each other. So some of you very well could be a twin flame. But I feel like this person wants to honor and respect you. And I feel like overall, Scorpio, you really deserve honor and respect for the progress that you have made thus so far. So congratulations. Congratulations. That's awesome. Okay, messages from the person coming towards you now or in the future. Wow, Scorpio, we have true love. A deep and enduring connection going beyond superficial attraction. Okay, so this is a connection that's going to be way beyond that. Okay, I feel like it's going to be very, very strong here is what I'm getting. I definitely feel for some of you, this person is very, very protective. Okay, heartbreak. Heartbreak is a part of the human experience. It will pass. So for some of you, you know, if you've been going, we had the mutual energies that you're both feeling kind of lonely. I feel like that's why both of you, you and this person, have been really working hard at balancing your individual lives out so that you can come together here and have this true love connection. Again, some of you may be seeing 111. Next message, unseen. Love can be blind. Ensure you're not overlooking red flags. So I feel like for you and this person, you've both been in this energy of making sure there's no red flags. Like it's kind of like we've been burned in our past. We want to make sure we don't repeat those past mistakes. So it's kind of like you may be rejecting people. They may be rejecting people. But you and you're meant to be the true love couple because you've both been going through your lessons and you're both bossing up as the Emperor. Like I said, I feel like you and this person are both in your masculine energy, but I feel like you're also the Queen of Wands who's very, I want to say, alluring, sexy, a go-getter. That's how they're viewing you, is how I'm seeing it. But I'm also seeing that they also know that you know when to boss up when needed. So it's kind of like, again, this hot, cold energy from you, Scorpio, sometimes may turn them on. So anyways, with that being said, let's go get into part 2 where I'm going to clarify the Queen of Swords, find out who that is, the Queen of Wands. We're going to double check that energy. I want to double check the Ace of Cups. We're going to start digging into May. I can't believe we're talking about May already. And we're going to do the pendulum. So the burning yes or no answers to the questions that I come up with there. And yeah, let's start digging and we're going to see what the possible outcome is with the after tarot. So if this is where you're going to meet Scorpio, I'll see you next time. For those of you seeing me on part 2, I will be right there. Thank you again for hitting the like button. Subscribing is free, and notification bell. If you don't hit that, you may never find me again if you're brand new. So it's highly recommended. And I will see you all again next time. Bye for now.